Sour. We're online at muchmusic.com. That single is totally different than the rest of the album, in my opinion.
Yeah, it rocks.
So I want to know if all of this, you know, all the venues that you're filling up, if that's a word of mouth thing.
Pretty much. I mean, well, people hear the single and they're like, you know, it's a good song either way, but at the end of the day, I mean, people go out and they buy the album, they go, whoa, you got to go get this album. So we're lucky, you know. I mean, we've got a really good album to back it up. It's not just one song surrounded by a bunch of filler, you know. And we also happen to kick live. Sorry, it's not my fault. We just
You don't have to apologize.
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, I mean, just people picking up the album, going, yeah, let's check it out. I mean, it's really good. So it's totally a word of mouth thing.
Since Slipknot was masked, was there an early interest in Stone Sour because it appeared as Slipknot unmasked? I know there were photos that were online,
well,
you know, during the early days.
Obviously, that was the easy way to do it, you know. I mean, and instead of talking about, you know, how good the music is, it was a great way to go, hey, we've got them unmasked, here they are, you know. It's so whatever it is, but I mean, once they get past that, though, they hear the album, it's like it stands on its own, you know. I mean, they stop thinking about Slipknot and realize that this is a completely different band. It is a completely different step, you know. It's all good.
And what step is that direction going in?
Go ahead, Jim.
What step? Step one, I guess. I don't know. I mean, no, I mean, because we got enough material for probably 3 or 4 more records. So, I mean, step one.
We can keep doing this for years, so let's put it that way.
Is that the plan?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I want to talk about your vocal range, from singing to screaming to bits in between.
Yeah.
How do you decide which words you're going to sing with your heart and which words you're going to just scream out of your system?
I don't know. They kind of just find themselves, you know. It's not anything that I sit down and go, okay, right here I'll do something heavy.
Right.
It just works itself out that way. I mean, when you start sitting down and thinking like that, it's become too conscious, you know. It's not emotion anymore. It's your brain gets in the way and it becomes something else. So.
All right, I have a quote that is from Spin Magazine, attributed to Corey and Sean of Slipknot. I hope I get out of the business before that ever happens to me. We had hoped for Korn, but it's sad, man. I'm disgusted. And that was about Korn's drummer David posing in a Calvin Klein ad.
Yeah.
So what pissed you off so much about that? Was it the fact that they were selling out?
He was selling underwear. Do you understand that? He's the drummer for Korn, and all of a sudden, look at me. Hey, I'm so, you know, CK for men. Give me a break. You are a rock and roll drummer. That's what you do. You're not here to sell underpants. God. You know, and it wasn't even that. It was his pose. He was just, oh, look at me. And I'm like, oh, whatever. So I bought like a stack of them, and I used to burn that picture on stage. It's pretty funny.
Is that really frustrating as a rock band when rock becomes that commercial?
Pretty much. I mean, you see a band that's got so much potential like Korn did, you know. The first Korn album can never be touched. It is an absolute classic. And then slowly you see this metamorphosis. It stops being about emotion and starts being about money, and they become a completely different band. And it's like, I mean, what's the point, you know? I mean, and then, you know, you got this guy hawking jockey shorts and teen people. I'm going to start cursing in a second, so I'm going to stop. But, yeah, it's pretty saddening. But
we're going to turn around. We have an audience question. Rick.
Okay.
Korn fans here agree with what Dave did, by the way, but just to let Corey know, girl over here says he's hot. But let's get to the question, Corey. The question's from Rusty. He's from Toronto. Go ahead, Rusty.
Okay.
Yeah, Corey, I wanted to know what it feels like performing live with Stone Sour without the mask as opposed to performing with Slipknot with the mask. Like, which one do you prefer? How
It's
does
a lot
it feel
less
different?
hot. I'll tell you that much right there.
That goes for James as well.
Yes.
It's different, you know. It's.
I actually sweat more without the coveralls and mask on, so, you know,
There
and
you go.
stuff.
Into the mic.
I actually sweat more without them on, you know, but no, I mean, it's different. I mean, with the mask on, obviously, your inhibitions are, you know, there. You know, there are none with it on. Without it, it's kind of like, maybe I shouldn't spit on that person or whatever.
We have to take a commercial break. Thank you so much for the question. We're coming back more.
Yes, sir. It's getting a little loud in here, isn't it, boys?
Very loud.
The pride of Des Moines, Iowa, standing next to us right here. Des Moines. What's Des Moines known for?
Nothing.
Insurance.
Corn, insurance, skating rinks, graveyards,
Yep.
Slipknot, and Stone Sour. That's about it.
That's all they need.
Right
That's
there.
enough.
That's all you need right
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll have that.
We're going to take a phone call right now. On the line, Ashley. What's up?
Hi. Can
How
you hear
doing?
me?
Yeah, we can.
You gotcha, Ashley.
Oh my God, Corey, I love you. My
thank
daughter,
you.
she was raised to your
Oh,
music from the womb.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very
how
much.
did she turn out?
She's great. She falls asleep to your music.
Right on.
Does she have a favorite song?
Yes, I do. Purity by Slipknot.
Good song. Very
But I
good
want you
song.
to release it again because I can't find it.
Actually, strangely enough, it's a bonus audio track on the Disaster Pieces DVD. You can get it there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
there
just
you go.
inspire me so much, Corey.
Oh, well, thank you.
Do you have a Stone Sour question?
Yes, I do. Actually, I wanted to know, Corey, how has what's going on today in society influenced your writing?
I don't know. I kind of keep my eye on everything that's going on with stuff like that, but for the most part, I'm not Bono. I'm not trying to write about politics or anything like that. I just write about what I know and what actually affects me. Because I mean, politics is something that's like way over here, and if it comes close, then I think about it. But for the most part, it's kind of all over the place, you know. So I stick closer to home when I'm writing about stuff. You know, I don't let anything like that get me down. But if it does, trust me, I'll be the first one opening my mouth. So
Thanks,
Thanks,
Ashley.
Ashley.
Wow, thank you very much. This has been my dream.
Oh,
I love you guys.
We're glad you got through. It's very competitive out there. Speaking of politics and Bono, the Votomatic presently going on is about politics. Rage Against the Machine, you got Green Day on there, and
And
you got
System of a
System of a
Down.
Down. You guys want to stop it for us?
sure, where we
On
can.
three.
We can.
1, 2,
1,
3.
2, 3. Stop.
Rage Against the Machine and Testify. Now, I want to know, Corey, is that a scrunchie right there?
Yes,
Those
it's a scrunchie.
Yeah!
Oh, look at the hair. Of
Stone
course you need
Sour
one of those.
Scrunchies.
What?
You gonna
Thank
market
you so
those?
much, guys, for stopping by. This is
No
Rage
problem.
Against the Machine.
Give it up for Stone Sour, everybody. Thanks, guys.